What up, guys? We have day 3 for the Fitcon. We didn't film anything yesterday just because there was really nothing to film. There's a bunch of people working out and it was way too many people in the gym, which made it extremely difficult for me to even get a proper workout in. So we're gonna make up for that moment today and make sure we get today for you guys. So we're about to exit here shortly and we're gonna get into the booth area. I'm not too sure exactly how this whole thing is going down and how it's being run today, so you're just gonna find out with me. So let's go. Getting over emotional issues that distracted me daily and just focusing on the prize, focusing on my health, focusing on my clients, my business, focusing on bettering other people around me. You know, there was no step backwards, it was only forward. And it was just in 9 months I ended up turning pro, got my pro card. Then bored and you just want to do stuff. Let's do it. So I gotta hold these 2 chains up for 45 seconds minimum. She says I can't do it, but I know I can. You ready?
Let's see.
Where do we hold it?
The lungs are off the ground.
You almost got it, babe.
For the shirt. Minute 30 for the shirt.
You got it. Oh, chocolate for sure. That's mine. Thank you.
See, you doubted me. Well, they have lockout. All right, so we're getting this IV. My friend Martin here. Hey Ghost, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Hey, Ghost? Okay.
Yeah.
I hope they always say it right.
They used to call me Waffles back in the day.
Old high school buddy here, doing his thing. Nurse.
Yeah.
RN.
Registered nurse, yeah.
And but he's found out ways to help athletes in a very awesome way. So we're gonna try this for the very first time here today. Some intravenous.
So what we do is we do IV hydration. You know, as he said, we were athletes before. We all kind of went our separate ways, but we all came back and trying to help out the community. So yeah, we could we help a lot. Some of our clients use us to post show when they get dried out. You ever feel that way too? You know, we could bypass all that bloatedness afterwards. You know, you're not just gonna sit down like, oh, I'm gonna scarf down this like 8 plates of food and 2 gallons of water. And especially you have those competitors like you know, fighting really hard to get your pro card. You got to do back-to-back shows. You know, you can't keep your body at that point where it's just gonna hurt yourself. So we got to rehydrate you. We could help with that at the beginning of the week before you start tapering off again and get all that water weight off. So on top of that, you know, we could give you multivitamins to get everything back. Flu and cold symptoms, we can help with that also. Some of our clients use it for hangovers, which seems to be a popular thing. And then, with you for today, we're gonna make sure that you're fully hydrated before your workout. Are you gonna do legs? What are you gonna do?
Chest.
You gotta do chest. So, and then we're gonna make sure you get a good pump. A lot of things that you can take supplementary with the technology with compounding pharmacy these days. We can put it into IV. So, arginine, L-carnitine, whatever you need. Depending on how popular it is with our clients, we could order more, and then, you know, we do customized for you, and depending on what you are. So, and that's where we are. So we're gonna start this out real quick. So just a rubber band. So this is just like the hospital, how we started. You'll see the needle at first, but all you're going to end up with is pretty much what we call a catheter, and that stays inside, so where we could administer the medication, so to say. And I'll show you here just so. And we do our research. We make sure that our patient doesn't have any underlying health history like heart problems or kidney infections or kidney failures, to make sure that everything is safe. You know, so make sure that if you are taking supplements or any insulin, or in fact, you know, any other things that could change your body, make sure you let us know. That way we can take care of you the best way we can. Okay. So we're just going to clean the area, disinfect it. Let's try to grab a little bit more. Thank you. All right. We do have cold spray to help with the pain. We're done. No pressure here. This ain't high school no more, huh?
Big leagues.
All right, and that's it. So, you take a look real quick. So everything's in. So that's the hub of the catheter, and the catheter is inside the vein. And Jonathan could move his arm because there's no needle in there. So, okay, that's where we are. And then we're gonna go up and hang the bag, and then we're rock and rolling.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
So this is the bag right there?
Yeah, so this is the bag. Now we're in the lounge area of the RV. We're hanging it, and it's going all the way to the line, back to Izzy himself. So
is it dripping now?
Already? Yeah, it's going now. So and everything, and he shouldn't really feel anything, and which is normal. But considering some of the medicines that we give, you might feel a little bit of wooziness, but not too much. It'll usually go away. And the reason of that is because, you know, if you look at your concentrations of the liquid itself, all the nutrients are outside of the cells. So as the dextrose helps pull that into intracellularly, that shift will make you feel a little bit of dizziness. But once everything levels out, you should be ready to go and rock and roll. Okay?
So this is the pre-workout stack for today, like Martin had mentioned earlier. And it's completely painless so far. I mean, you know, it's kind of just chill. We watch TV and
watch some volleyball today. Yeah.
Great for athletes. It's like he was mentioning, you know, people at shows that we're all super dehydrated. You know, this is the best really the most purest way is to get it directly into the body rather than putting it through, you know, like he was mentioning, eating pounds of food and so on, especially when people remove sodium and all these things, and, you know, you're messing with your electrolytes internally. So this will balance all that back out, you know, pretty much rather quickly.
Because when you deplete those things, you know, a lot of things that happens with, you know, cramping on stage. I mean, you're posing for 5 to 15 minutes at a time. You know, when you're depleted of all those electrolytes, you're gonna feel it, and most of you guys that compete will probably know. So 'cause we've seen enough of that, and I'm pretty sure you felt that before. So.
So how long would this normally take?
So this one with the dextrose, we want to make sure that it doesn't run too fast. So about 45 minutes to an hour. For just regular infusions, with just hydration with lactated ringers or NS, you could go within about 15 minutes with the pressure bag. So, and depending on the tolerance of our client. So
I guess I'll be here for an hour or so.
Yeah, hopefully a little bit faster than that. You know, he's got really good vascularities, as he should, so it will be good.
So too bad. We'll let you know the final outcome.
Yeah.
And you guys will see the product in the gym because I gotta go train here at Destination in a little while. So
get that pump.
Here we are.
Yo, so I guess it's pretty much the end of the Fitcon event. After this, now, you know, people are going to the gym to go work out. That's what we're gonna plan on doing, which is get a meal in now and then start training in about an hour or so. Apparently a couple people wanted to work out with me, so we're gonna make that happen. But it's been an exhausting last few days. I was happy that it happened, and I'm also happy that it's over now because I want to go home tonight, like smoke a blunt and go straight to sleep.
Or 5.
Or 5. But you know, it's been an amazing time. I'm looking forward to this workout because I feel like I'm gonna blast it. I want to use this the Hydro Pros IV to my advantage because I can feel the extra caffeine. They put 120 milligrams of caffeine in it, and it's like a good smooth feeling, not too overwhelming, right? So I like it a lot. So they actually also added L-arginine, L-carnitine, and some glutamine into the IV as well. So it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool thing. Apparently it's popular like in Vegas, Miami, a lot of the club spots. So they're trying to really knock it out over here, which I think is a super great idea. So my boy Laz and Jay, he's somewhere around here, getting ready to hit some chest. It's time to get on.